Hello everyone and welcome back to Got. In this video I'm going to be giving you a broken down overview of Nebula, so let's go ahead and begin today's video. Down below in the YouTube description you will find a written overview of this bot. If you're on the written overview right now and you're watching this in the embedded video player, hit the YouTube icon in the video player to head over to our YouTube channel. Once you're here, consider subscribing and turn on post notifications as we post a lot of overview content for a bunch of groups, proxy companies, other types of companies and bots. We already have a ton of content on the channel as well, so I highly recommend you go ahead and check that out and drop a like on today's video if you guys do go on to enjoy it. So let's go ahead and begin today's overview. So for the purpose of this overview, I'm going to cover everything that's over here and then I'm going to go through each and every single page. When you actually use the bot here, one thing I want to cover, you'll have the icon of the bot on the left here. You have the entire application. It does not have a full screen button at the moment, so I've scaled the window accordingly, but let's go ahead and begin here. You're going to see an icon here. You're going to see your username as well as the Discord account binding to your key. Then when you click the icon, you have state, settings, minimize and close. So let's hit the state button. This is going to be the application state, so you can import and export profiles, import and export accounts and import and export tasks. If you wish to use that, you can. Hit the close button, hit the icon again, hit settings. We have a variety of settings here. So on the settings page, you have the automatic restart, application effects and reduce rendering. Now it's disabled at the moment. I can enable any of these three by simply clicking it and it goes to the right. That goes ahead and enables it. At the moment it's disabled and I'm going to keep it disabled for this video. Below that you have AOICD autosolve. You simply put on your access token, your API key, hit connect and it will go ahead and connect. You have the current version number, the privacy policy and the terms of service at the bottom as well. Moving over to the account section, this is where you can go ahead and add account within the bot. So you put your username in here, which is the email, the password, the name, and then you can go ahead and choose an account if you wish, and you can delete it as well. So I'm just going to quickly show you how this works. Type in john@gmail.com, password is going to be 1 2 some random numbers, testing ACC, hit create, and then I can go ahead and go into the list. I can update it if I wish, or I can delete it as well. So that's how that works. You can also upload the accounts here by hitting that button. Moving over to shipping rates, once again, very simple. You go ahead and enter the shipping rates. You enter the startup profile, product or rates, and then you have your current rates there. I'm not going to show that, but it's a pretty simple process. Moving over to webhooks, you put your webhook in, but you put the name of the webhook. You can configure whether you want to send declines to the webhook or not. At the moment, and by default, it's set to always send declines, but you can configure that if you wish. You can choose a webhook as well, and once obviously you put it in, you can create it, you can test it, and you can also delete it. Then you have the default section in which you can go and set your default account mode, the proxies, the profiles and the sizes for your quick tasks on Shopify. Then that goes ahead and concludes the settings section of the bot. Then if you hit this icon again, the last two tabs is minimize. This goes ahead and minimizes the application because there isn't actually a minimize button on the bot, and then you can close the bot once you are done as well. I'm not going to demonstrate that in this video, but that's the purpose of these two buttons. Now I'm going to go ahead and begin on the proxies page and make my way up. So let's go ahead and begin on the proxies page. So when you hit the proxies tab, it will take you here. You can go ahead and add proxies that can be used with your tasks, and you can also go ahead and test them. So let's go ahead and add some proxies. At the bottom you can see that this meter is gone ahead and grayed out. You have the create proxies button, the test proxies button, the remove proxies button, the edit proxies button, and you can select proxies as well. So let's go ahead and add some. The proxies I'm going to put in do not work, so I expect them to fail. It shows the number of proxies obviously per line as well. You can name this proxy group. I'm going to call it a video test. Once you hit the create button, it will show the list over here. You hit the list, it shows up the proxies. It has the IP addresses. The speed is not available because we've yet to test it. It's currently not in use, and you can individually delete the proxies as well. So let's go ahead and actually test these proxies here. Before we do that, we need to select a testing site. I'm going to quickly go ahead and choose some random one here because these proxies don't even work, so I expect them to fail. So I'm going to select all of them at the top here, and I'm going to go ahead and test the proxies. As you guys can see, it will fail. Let's just give it a moment here. As you guys can see, they all reported back as failed. And one useful thing is that with this speed, you can go ahead and filter the order of the proxies from slowest to fastest or fastest to slowest. If you want the fastest proxies available in your list, then obviously you can utilize this as well. And the same for the in use. Obviously, if they're not in use, you can filter that to go up, and obviously if they are in use you can filter that to go down. So it's completely up to you. Then you can individually delete it like I said before. You have the removed failed button if you wish to go and remove all the failed proxies, and you can test recapture as well. So I'm going to go ahead and click the remove failed button, and that will delete all the failed proxies, which is all of them, so there's no proxies left. Moving over to the profile section, this is where you can go ahead and create profiles. Simply you have the create button and the delete button at the moment. Let's go ahead and create a profile. My name is going to be John Doe. Then obviously you have your email, address, phone number, address to city, state, country and zip. And then if you want to have the same billing information, you hit this and it will skip to the payment details. If you want to have it separate, you untick it and then you have the billing details. I'm going to keep it the same for this video. And then obviously you have your payment details as well. For the purpose of this video, I'm not going to go through each and every single field. It's pretty self-explanatory, so I'm going to go ahead and fill out this profile with some test information, and then I'll circle back once I'm about to go ahead and actually create the profile. And then at the bottom here, you can go ahead and configure the profile name to go ahead and distinguish profiles from each other. So I'm going to call this video test. Hit the create button, that will go ahead and create the profile. It shows up here, it shows the card type, the last 4 digits of your account number or the card number you entered in, the profile name, the full name on the card. You can duplicate it with this button and delete it with this button, and that will go ahead and delete the profile. And you can always go ahead and select the profile to go ahead and edit any of the information within it. So I'm going to go ahead and skip the task section and leave that for the end of the video, because I'm going to end off the video by going ahead and creating a task. So we're going to move over to the harvester section, move upwards, complete everything, then go back to tasks. So over here you can go ahead and add harvesters. You hit the add button down here, you go ahead and begin configuring it. So you go ahead and specify what you want this harvester for. Let's say I want it for Supreme, I go ahead and select that. You want it for checkout, obviously with Supreme, the only harvester you need is for checkout, so you put it in there. You put your proxy in there, you pop it up with this button, and if I actually go to the application here, give it a moment to load, as you guys can see the harvester has popped up. It's not solving because no captures have been sent from our task to the harvester. I can close it and minimize it if I wish. I can go to YouTube to go ahead and actually log it in, and once you've logged in you can go through YouTube activity, which helps the Gmail, and then you can go ahead and delete the harvester as well. And then at the moment the calendar section is actually unavailable under releases, so I'm going to miss that and move over to the analytics page. So on the analytics page, you're going to see some data based on your activity within the bot. So it shows your username. You can deactivate it if you wish. You have the option to reset all data. Obviously there's no data here, so there's no data to reset. That's why it is grayed out. You have your total checkouts, total orders received, the money spent in USD, obviously across a timescale here. You can change that timescale between last 7 days, 30 days and the last 365 days. Then you have your shipping tracker. You can go ahead and track your shippings. You can search for a package by entering the tracking number. And below that, you have the checkout statistics in the last 7 days, 30 days, and 365 days as well. And then the news at the bottom as well. To go ahead and end off today's video, we're going to go ahead and cover the tasks page here. So on this page, you're going to see a variety of information. You have the total amount of tasks, the total selected, the total running, and then you can go ahead and switch between default and all groups if you wish. Below that, you can configure the group, the monitor delay, the retry delay, the batch number, and then you have the time based on your local computer time. You can purge your cache, and then once you're going to create a task, the variety of headers will be task number, the store, product, sizes, proxies, profile, and status of the task. At the moment, we have no tasks, so let's go ahead and actually create one. Before we do that, we have some buttons down here. You can start your tasks, stop your tasks, remove group, you can create tasks, you can edit tasks, and you can copy your task as well. Let's go ahead and create a task here, and this is what we're going to go ahead and be greeted with. So we're on the front page at the moment. You can move to advanced, and we will in this video, but let's go ahead and put in some random stuff here to go ahead and actually create a task. So for the store, I'm just going to put CDG UK. For the product, I can either do mass variant or the product itself. I'm just going to put plus Yeezy. For the profile, video test size, one size. Once again, you can select a random size here. Sorry, not once again, but you can go ahead and select random sizes if you want. And obviously that size becomes available as you select those sizes. The task mode, let's go with something random. As I said, I'm not intending on running this task. It's just a test task. The discount code you can keep empty. Moving to advanced, you have the store password, shipping rate, minimum price, maximum price, start schedule based on your local computer time, one checkout per profile, PayPal checkout if you want to do that. I just want to go ahead and create it, and it has been created. So as you guys can see, the task ID is there, the store is there, the product is there, the sizes are there, the proxies are there, the profile is there, and the status is idling because we've yet to go ahead and actually start the task. So if we go ahead and select this task, you can see that if I hit the start button, you can see that the status goes through everything As you guys can see, it's not going to work, but that's how the task runs. Just to go ahead and cover the edit task button, this is like a mass edit button, so if you want to go ahead and change things about your tasks during a drop or before a drop very quickly, you can utilize this as well. I will go ahead and conclude the overview of Nebula at Cops of Light. If you guys want to check out the written overview, I'll leave that linked down below. I highly recommend you drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new. I'm going to catch you guys next time. Peace out.